Okay, guys, listen up, please. Shh. All right, so now what I need everybody to do is very, very important because we're about to go live. So I would like you now to get all your phones and either put them on airplane mode or switch them off, please. All of them. Okay, please do that now. That includes staff. All right, so you can communicate 50 minutes, you can switch them all back into normal mode, but trust me, you don't want the embarrassment of anything like that happening, going off, or the signal being picked up. All right, so off, please. All right, so well done for getting this far. I'll wrap up the evening at the end and say a few things. But we've been under a lot of pressure to do all your films in such a short space of time, so you should really pat yourselves on the back.
Good evening and welcome to the Film Academy Edinburgh Showcase of 2021. My name is Thomas.
And I'm Callum. We'll be your MCs for tonight.
This is a big day. For the first time ever, we are broadcasting live from the auditorium of Edinburgh College.
For those of you tuning in from home, thank you for joining us to celebrate all of our hard work.
And for those of you tuning in from the future, it's been a strange winter. Lockdowns, social distancing and lessons through Zoom, but we persevered and rose from the ashes like a vaccinated phoenix.
Through it all, we managed to create 3 short films developed by the students and shot over several weeks. This is the first time anyone has seen them. A premiere. So, let's hope you're wearing a tie.
Over the next 40 minutes or so, we will watch the 3 short films, starting with the one made by the 9 to 12s. But before we do, we would like to invite 4 members of their crew to the stage to shed some light on making the film.
Please give a warm welcome to Ruben, Sophie, Harriet and Ben, and their hard-hitting interviewer, the infamous Emily.
Welcome everybody. It's great to have you here. Sophie, what was it like playing the First Minister of Scotland?
Well, it was certainly a different experience and I learned a lot from it. And at the start of it, I distinctly remember trying out many different styles when doing the role. And I eventually found one and you will see it in the film. Hopefully you've enjoyed it as much as we've enjoyed making it. So, yeah.
Thank you. Harriet, as your first time directing, what have you found challenging and what have you enjoyed on Race to Deliver?
I thought it was a great new experience. I think the main challenge was the last scene. We had a very small amount of space to actually film it in, but in the end we got it done and I think it turned out really well.
Thank you. Ruben, you've mainly been a crew member and you're a very talented animator. However, in Race to Deliver, you have been a cast member. What was it like being in front of the camera this time?
It was very exciting and different because I had to be a completely different personality while we were filming, and I'm really happy I did it.
Thank you. And Ben, you played the character of Leon. What was your favourite part about playing him?
Yeah, it was probably just like being nice, kind and honest.
Thank you, everyone. I can't wait to see it. Now, for what you've been waiting for, the world premiere of A Race to Deliver.
Profits are down, costs are up, and the competition is eating us alive. Rex Energy Sales is supposed to be the best postal service in the world. And look at us now. No cars, no bikes, and I'm just down to 2 members of staff.
There must be something we can do.
Profits are down, costs are up, and the competition is eating us alive. Rex Energy Sales is supposed to be the best postal service in the world. And look at us now. No cars, no bikes, and I'm just down to 2 members of staff.
There must be something we can do.
Simple, just fire Leon.
He would never.
Leon, no, I can only afford one of you. Leon, you're the most honest person I've ever known. No, you're horrible, but you're fast. There's only one way to settle this. Whichever one of you delivers this box first gets to keep the job. Understood?
And the other one?
What are you waiting for? Go!
Give it up, Leon, you don't stand a chance.
I'll beat you fair and square. Just watch me. Good luck with that.
very important package.
It's a lie. Mine is the important one.
This is an extremely important building, and so is the person inside. I'm a security guard. You can't just expect me to let you in. That is, of course, not without answering my 2 riddles. Riddle number 1. What gets wet while dry?
Bread, stones, a goose,
A towel.
Correct. Riddle number 2. What can fill a room but take up no space?
bread, stones, a goose.
A light.
Correct again. Cannot believe it. In all my years, no one has ever managed to answer them both. You are free to enter the house.
Hear that, no? Fair and square.
I know. Look, okay, I'll tell you some arrangements, okay?
Cameron Curtin, First Minister of Scotland.
That's right. What do you want?
Your Highness, ma'am, I have a parcel for you.
Thanks. Here. What have we got here?
I see. This is actually for you. It's a note from your boss. You're fired.
What?
It was all a test. A postal service isn't built on speed, it's built on integrity. Leon, the job is yours.
But sir, I lost.
Not in here. You didn't.
Okay.
Well done, 9 to 12s. Tremendous work.
I know what you're thinking. Yes, that was the actual Prime Minister. And yes, that was her actual home.
But we're just getting started. Next up, please welcome members of the crew of the Under-15s film, Sophie, Robbie, Nina and Hannah, and their Pulitzer Prize-winning interviewer, Connie.
Hi everyone, it's great to see you again after we've wrapped the film. Sophie, the will reading marks your first time working in the crew. How did you find recording sound and were there any challenges?
I really enjoyed doing something different and I also had fun doing sound. There were some challenges like when the sound cable broke and we had to figure out a way to get around that.
Okay, thank you. Nina, you play Cameron, who is quite an angry character. What was it like exploring that?
It was quite fun because I'm not really used to playing characters with such strong emotion, and it was just fun to be sort of more out there.
Thank you. Robbie, what did you enjoy about playing the role of Detective Blue Blackwood, the world's best or worst detective?
I really liked the fact that he was very full of himself and he thought he was the best, but he was actually terrible. I really enjoyed getting to play that.
Thank you. Hannah, what was your favourite part about being a director in this film?
I think it was probably the new experience and the challenges that came with it, because I've never directed a film before, and I've certainly never directed a film in this kind of situation where everybody has to of course, follow a bunch of government guidelines. And I think everybody did a really fantastic job and they managed to pull it off. They were really hardworking. They managed to do an incredible job.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. It was great working with you all. And now, here is the will reading.
What's this? I see. That's most inappropriate. I assume this is so that I'll destroy your grandfather's will.
Indeed. Everyone knew I was his favourite. No will, the inheritance will automatically be given to me. I assume my siblings have also tried to bribe you.
Yes. But they offered less than you.
Know this. My siblings are the most wretched collection of miscreants I've ever met. I doubt this will be enough to stop them, but it's a start.
What do you mean there's no will?
As I said, your grandfather didn't leave me any documents, and if I don't magically receive them within the next hour, the law states that the inheritance go to the favourite child, which is obviously Drew. Because, I mean, look at you both. Ugh!
Contain yourself, Cameron. You're causing a scene.
Why should Drew get all the cash? I was counting on that inheritance.
I sense foul play.
What are you insinuating, Emerson?
Nothing. Yet. But to make doubly sure, I hired a professional. Over 400 cases solved, 10 years of field experience and 65 arrests, I hired the best private detective money can buy.
Detective Blue Blackwood, at your service.
Is this really necessary?
According to the message I received this morning, I'm inclined to say yes.
Well, Detective Blackwood, you have less than an hour to conduct your investigation. After that, the entire inheritance goes to Drew.
As such, there is no time to waste. Follow me, everyone.
What are we doing?
I'm ready. Are you sure that this was his favourite place?
We used to come here all the time. We were going to plant a bonsai tree right over there. But what does that matter? Just because he liked this place doesn't mean that his will is going to be here.
What's the matter, Cameron Fairbairn? Are you afraid that we'll actually find the will in time? Are there skeletons in your beastly little closet?
What? No, I want you to find it.
I hate to agree with my half-witted sister, but I fail to see the point of this.
I don't know. Makes sense to me.
Even more reason for us not to do this?
I can, with absolute certainty, say that I smell a rat. And in my professional opinion, this rat is one of you.
It's Drew.
It's obviously Drew.
Time will tell. Show me to your grandfather's office.
Where'd you say you found this guy?
On the interwebs. His reviews were stellar, but I must admit I feel doubt creeping up on me.
Sure it's not just Drew?
I've seen enough.
All you did was lie on the floor.
We are mere inches away from the truth. Follow me.
I don't want to diss your process or anything, but why aren't you investigating the case?
Indeed, you are getting a hefty sum for your services, and all you've done is drink coffee and laid about all day. We have but 5 minutes left on the clock.
Such a shame.
Shame. Shame! That's it. I've solved it.
So, Baloo Blackwood, the great detective, my clients tell me you've cracked the case.
I'm afraid I have.
Wait a minute.
What's this?
It's Emerson. She has to self-isolate.
I'm unorthodox.
Get on with it. We have but 1 minute to go, you buffoon.
Certainly. But first, a confession. Baloo Blackwood, the greatest detective in the world, the one you've all put your faith in, is not in this room.
What?
I am merely his son.
This is outrageous.
Believe me, I'm just as shocked as any of you. But despite the charade, I've concluded my research.
It's true, right?
After careful consideration, I can say that it's Drew.
Prove it.
2, 3 to 4 away, our criminal's kept it close to his rotten heart, as punks do.
Ah, yes. Thank you, Detective Blackwood. And just in time, too.
What are you waiting for? Read the will.
So, who's getting the money? Me, Emerson, or Drew?
This is most unorthodox. It would seem that your grandfather left his entire estate to a charity.
What charity?
Cats for cats.
No! You spoiled brat! How could you do this?
You haven't done anything to deserve that.
I have. Yeah, neither of you.
Do you have any idea how much money you've lost me?
Well, see, I was actually going to use that inheritance. What were you going to do?
I could have given you a car.
Right, like I believe that. Like you actually do.
Congratulations to the under-15s for a job well done.
A small disclaimer, the Hats for Cats charity did not sponsor this film in any way. However, if you look under your seats, you can find some flyers that will tell you how you can get involved.
The last of the 3 films tonight is also the longest, so get comfortable. But first, please put your hands together for members of the over-15s crew. Reagan, Tanaya, Josh and Stuart, who will be interviewed by none other than the world-famous Katie.
Hi guys, it's great to be here with you today. Today I'll come to you first. You play Charlie in Cliques. Without giving too much away, how does your character grow and change over the course of the film?
Charlie starts off as very shy and timid. She's very. And during her journey, she becomes more confident and courageous.
Josh, together with Emily and Caden, you play multiple characters in Cliques. What did you enjoy about this, and were there any challenges?
Well, there were a lot of challenges, obviously, playing many different characters, like an RMPS student and a history student, because they're 2 very different subjects. But I found it entertaining because, it furthered my acting prowess, because to play many different characters is difficult, but I found it very entertaining. Yeah.
Stuart, you were director and writer of Cliques with some directional input from Ellie at the beginning of the process. How was taking this idea and bringing it to life?
It was a lot of fun, taking the 15 plus groups idea and then focusing that into a script using step outlines and timelines and stuff. And then basically just constantly developing it and like focusing it, I guess. But just a very fun process that lasts throughout the whole project.
Regan, and what will you be taking from Film Academy into your professional career?
Whoa, good question. Thank you. I would say one of the most important things that I've learned from here is to respect and understand that every role in front of and behind the camera is just equally as important as the other. Also expect the unexpected. I mean, nothing goes to plan. So yeah, expect the unexpected, treat everyone equally, and most importantly, have fun.
That's great, thank you. And now everyone please enjoy Cliques.
Sorry I'm late, class. I was just reevaluating my life. Right, presentation time. Charlie, why don't you go first?
Attention students. There has been an incident in the chemistry department involving a deadly poisonous gas. Do not panic. Everything is under control.
If my hypothesis is correct, the gas has taken out all the teachers.
Woo! Yeah!
I knew there would be someone else on their own. Hi, I'm Brooklyn. You want to team up?
What?
I'm on my way to the science nerds to get some answers because ever since this gas hit, everyone has formed cliques. It's like Mad Max.
But it's only been like 30 seconds.
More like 40. Have you got a pen? Ah! I'm allergic to blue.
Sorry.
Right, that's it. Let's go.
Ah, welcome. Behold, everyone. Subjects to get our things.
Sure. Have you found a way to stop the gas?
A way to stop the gas? Don't be preposterous. That's impossible. It's already a global spread by now. No. We are creating a vortextile time shifting device to prevent this from ever happening. A time machine. But we need 3 objects. Find them and do it fast, before the gas kills us all.
We could just wait this all out.
If we do, we'll suffocate.
True.
Philosophy and Greece go together like Danny Zuko and Sandy, so yogurt could be there.
The theatre department's doing Macbeth. They might have a loose tooth potion.
And history department will have the old coin, so let's start there.
Yeah.
What brings you here? Oh, hey. We need an old coin. What's in it for us?
What do you want?
In the darkest of dungeons is a copy of my favourite movie. Get it, and I'll give you your coin. I'd go myself, but I'm allergic to the colour blue. Don't tell the others.
But there's blue on your face?
It's not blue, it's cyan.
It's okay. I'll go.
I'm going in!
Of course it is.
Well, I say, did you find it? Spiffing work, old bean. But the jolly good job you've done.
You go to the theatre, kids, I'll get the yoga.
I can't. I'm not good at talking to strangers.
You can't go through life not talking to people.
It's worked so far.
You spoke to me, didn't you? It's either that or death.
Where are you going?
The philosophy clique. Good luck!
Oh! Philip's scorpions are my mind. Lacking valor, awful, horrible, kicketh that dent out.
Oh, what? No! No, please! No! No!
The only thing I know is that I know nothing. Am I right, everyone?
Be thither, up we wend, perform Macbeth.
Perform? I'd rather not. I'd rather not.
Then thee wilt be casteth away. Take off thy mask so we may bathe in the performance of a lifetime. Reciteth the lines.
So basically, I either get the yogurt or we all die.
Of course, it's yours for the taking. Or is it? Yes, it is.
Scale of a dragon, tooth of a wolf, witch's mummy, maw and gull.
Blue. It couldn't have been any other colour, could it?
Silvered in the moon's eclipse, nose of Turk and Tartar's lips. Make the gruel thick and slab, add thereto a tiger's chaudron. For the ingredients of our cauldron.
Thou art a master of acting.
You really think it so?
However, thee aren't one of us.
Oh.
Brooklyn, what happened? Did you achieve the mission? Did you get the last MacGuffin? Incredible. It has the perfect levels of radioactive jargonite.
You should have seen it. I recited Shakespeare.
Well, I'd never be able to.
When it's sober, we'll join the theatre club, get you some acting credits. Just hang on.
I really hope we're friends in the new timeline. I really do.
I want to be the one who goes back.
But you lack the proper qualifications.
None of us have the proper qualifications. How old are you?
Ashlyn, look. It's ready. We could only get you 1 minute to stop the accident. Great Scott, it works!
Charlie!
My life's work. I created a cure for color allergies. In 3, 2... Ah, my spleen!
I did it. I stopped the gas. Make sure you never mix these. Hey, I'm Charlie. You got class?
Drama. Dreading it. Who even knows how to read Shakespeare anymore?
I do, actually. You want some help?
Yeah, thanks. I'm Brooklyn.
Extremely well done, everyone. Let's give it up one more time for the 3 movies and all of the work that went into making them.
If everyone could stop eating their blue yogurt for a minute, that would be great. Thanks.
We are almost done, but not quite. We have one final interview up our sleeve, conducted by our very own Thomas. Please welcome to the stage the staff of the Film Academy at Edinburgh, Graham, Kay, Sarah and Goodney.
Well, Sarah, we'll start with you. What have been some of the highlights in the edit this term?
So I absolutely loved the humour in these films. There were some really funny scenes. And when you're in the edit and you're working on something and watching it over and over again, if you're still laughing after the 4th and 5th time, you know that's a sign of really good writing, acting and directing. So well done to all of you.
Thank you very much. Kay, you've been coaching the over 15s cast this term. What has been your favourite scene to work on with them?
I really enjoyed doing all the scenes with all the multi-rolling that Josh, Caden and Emily had to do. It was great fun figuring out all those different characters with them and how we were going to do it, differentiate between each one. It was great fun.
Thank you. Goodney, you help the students develop their ideas into full scripts for their films. Can you talk us through your process?
Hello everyone, Goodney here reporting sort of live from Iceland, where I'm self-isolating in that little tiny cabin with very bad internet. What's my process? I wonder, well, it starts with 3 post-its, usually, a beginning, a middle and an end. The idea that I have usually fits into one of those 3 post-its. I need to fill out the other 2, otherwise there's no story. Once I have my post-its, I pull out some kind of A4 pages and just start writing ideas and character ideas, and then I try to put them on a timeline. And once I've sort of figured out where everything goes, I try to do a first draft, and the first draft is always going to be terrible. I know it's going to be terrible, but it just needs to be, it needs to get done. Because once you got that done, then you can actually start rewriting. And most of the writing that I do actually is just rewriting, and that's when it actually becomes better. So the first draft, absolutely terrible. Everything after that is probably going to be at least better. So that's my process.
Thank you very much, Goodney. Graham, you've been working with the over 15s on their film this term. How did the shoot go, considering all the current challenges?
Yeah, there were many challenges. The biggest one probably is that we didn't have an awful lot of time. And the team really just got back together after April. And so it took a little while for them to gel again and to get used to the crew, to get used to equipment, cast to be working together. Thankfully, we had Kay to guide them along all the way along. It took a few weeks, but they started to gel. They started to get back into it, and you saw the result, which is bonkers, but absolutely excellent. I really enjoyed the whole process. And if you think about it for a second, there's a famous competition throughout the world called the 48-hour film challenge, and it is what it is. It's 48 hours to make a movie, and they're usually about 7 or 8 minutes long. These guys pulled off a 12-minute film in the equivalent of 24 hours. So that says an awful lot about them and about their ability to work as a team. A lot of pressure. A lot of them had exams going on at the time as well. So that created the additional pressure. The 9 to 12s and under 15s had similar challenges. Very short space of time to film. Some of them had to deal with actors off because of self-isolating, so they had to find workarounds for that. And they did a very clever workaround with one of them there, which was very good, very topical. But they all had their own challenges to deal with. They all dealt with them superbly well, and mostly we let them get on with it. But yeah, you saw the result for yourself.
Thank you very much. Sarah, we'll go back to you. From an editor's perspective, what is your one golden nugget piece of advice for production?
Okay, so from an editor's perspective, one golden nugget would be to always record wild track. And by that I mean 1 minute of ambient sound before the cameras are rolling. Because that sound is really unique in space and time. And in the edit, it's really useful because it allows you to build up layers of sound and can mean a difference between an okay soundtrack and one that fully immerses the audience.
Thank you very much. I shall bear that in mind. Kay, what advice would you give to young actors entering the industry?
I would say learn your lines, turn up on time. They're a given. But never underestimate the importance of being a nice person to work with and being a team player. Everyone from the crew to yourself as the actor, you're all part of the same team.
Thank you very much. Goodney again. If you could only write in one genre forevermore, what would it be?
One genre. I would say probably comedy, because I feel that comedy can speak truth to power, and it has the freedom to speak more truth than other genres often have. And as an Australian comedian called Tim Ferguson once said, drama without comedy is just a lecture. So I think I would choose comedy. Speaking of comedy, Graham did not tell me that there would be a cardboard cutout of me. And that's very funny. It's very funny. I'll give him that.
And finally, Graham, A few of the students are graduating from the Film Academy this year. What has it been like watching them and all the students grow and progress as filmmakers and young adults?
Yeah, so all of you that are graduating this year, you've been here since the very beginning of the Film Academy in 2018. So Thomas, yourself, you're moving on. You're going to university in Aberdeen, I believe, so that's great. Lars is leaving us as well, Stuart's leaving us, and Regan as well. I think they're going to take away a lot. They might not realise just quite the depth of what they've learned while they've been here. And for me, although we are trying at the Film Academy to basically create the next Scottish filmmakers, what we're also doing subliminally is passing on important life skills. So of communication and confidence, a big one, of course, working as a team. Now, these are all very valuable skills, regardless of what you decide to do once you leave school. If you end up in the film industry, fantastic, that's great. You'll have all these skills with you, but it doesn't matter what career path you follow. These are very important life skills to have. It'll also look very good on your CV as well, so employers will look for that more than anything else usually. So yeah, it's been a joy working with them. There's been ups and downs, more ups than downs, and I've enjoyed watching their confidence grow enormously from quite shy students to actually talking back to me now. So there you go.
Well, thank you very much to Graham, Sarah, Goodney and Kay and Joanna for putting up with us over the past year. Without your help and hard work, we wouldn't be here now making these films. So yeah, we are all very thankful. I'll now pass on to Graham to wrap up the evening.
Thank you, Thomas. Okay, we've got one more film to show you actually, but I want to reflect a little bit and pass on my thanks to the people that have been involved with the Film Academy this year. So the last 15 months have been chaos for all of us, not just here at the Film Academy, but around the world. And I know a lot of you at home have had very personal and difficult challenges to deal with as well. And you've survived. We've come through it, and we're here to tell that tale. It's been very pressured at times at the Film Academy, but we've still had fun and enjoyed ourselves tremendously. We've all get on really well as one big family. But all of that wouldn't be quite possible without a tremendous group of staff who I absolutely rely on. And I think you'll all agree we have a terrific team. And that's Joanna on a Friday. Karen helps behind the scenes, that's Stuart's mum. Lauren, who is currently in a BBC drama, which is fun to hear. Neil, who helped the Wednesday guys, and Elliot came in last minute to do behind the scenes. Wilf worked with the 9 to 12s on a Friday. Reese and Olivia were the team behind the Under 15s movie. And then I had the joy of working with Kay on set with the Over 15s, and Sarah brought the films home in the edit. We never saw her. She was squirreled away in a little room with the other editors from the groups, and together as a team created the final films. And I must thank as well the team of ECTV for giving us this opportunity and being able to bring this live to you guys at home. And I want to thank you, the parents sitting there at home watching this, getting the kids ready. I mean, throughout all of this, you've had to do your own jobs, you've had to do home learning, and then you've had to deal with all the many emails and texts from me pestering you to get the kids here on time, so thank you as well. And finally, to our students, the Film Academy throughout the last 15 months adapted so many times, online, face-to-face, different venues, short time scales for films. But these guys are very resilient and a very talented bunch. You saw that for yourselves tonight. And my final word to you is just remember that this is not our academy, this is your academy. So to you people at home, thanks for watching. Enjoy the last film.
shot 1D.
Mark it. Scene 6, slightly, take 2.
Fade.
Mark it. Scene 40, take 3.
We're acting at Film Academy, and one word that describes it is amazing.
Mark, you're in.
I'm the first AD on this film. I find the Film Academy fun and productive.
I'm the director for this film, and it's going pretty swell.
Okay, and action.
I think it's going well. We're getting scenes shot. That's always a good thing when you're on set.
We're shooting the drama scene at the moment, and I am pulling focus. We've not have any pulls to do yet, but we're just getting underway at the moment, starting a long day of shooting ahead.
Today we're just doing the scene with Recursion and Noel, and yeah, so I'm excited. Let's do it.
We've just had a wrap, and it's so good to be back at Film Academy in real life.
Back at the Film Academy once again, we are filming today for the role reading, and it's I'm just going to say one word to describe all this. It is amazing.
I really like Film Academy because it gives me lots of experience in acting in the future.
Film Academy fun and intuitive.